Age gap relationships have a very low probability of success. Now, often some people will fall in love with someone who's substantially younger or substantially older than themselves. And some people in our culture have a problem with that. But as all of these clients have said to me, you can't help who you fall in love with. The challenge then becomes, though, is people tend to want to have relationships with people who are sort of roughly the same age because when that's going on, typically they're dealing with similar issues in their lives at the same time. So in their 20s, people tend to establish their careers. In their 30s, they tend to have a family. In their 40s, if they're the primary caregivers and the woman, they'll tend to go back to their career in their 40s. The men, they're trying to increase and make the most of their career in their 40s. In their 50s, they're looking to solve different problems in life. In their 60s, looking at retirement, and 70s, looking at trying to hang on and not die. And so if you're in your, say, your late 40s, where your career is very, very established, and you're dating someone in your late 20s or your early 20s, there's some very, very different problems and some big differences in the problems you're trying to solve in your life. Also, for a number of people that I've met, often, for example, if a man's the older partner, then by the time he gets in his 40s, he doesn't want to have kids again, right? He doesn't want to be taking his kids to graduation parties when he's 65. It's not really good. So often people want to get the parenting part of their lives over with so that way they can enjoy themselves and not spend all their time caring for their kids. But if you're a guy in your 40s, mid or late 40s, or even 50s, someone says, hey, I really, really want a baby, it's a very, very difficult thing for a guy to say yes to. So all of these problems aren't present when you have a relationship with someone that's sort of roughly the kind of the same age, because you look for kind of the same things around your time of life. So if you are in a relationship or having a relationship with someone who's very different in age, well, we have to consider that this is a likely outcome. You also need to really understand from a statistical perspective, the probability of a relationship being successful over a long period of time drops exponentially with the increasing age gap. So the probability of a relationship being successful at a 10-year age gap is really only about 30%. But when age gaps get to around 20 years, then the probability of those relationships being successful drops to about 3 to 5%. So whilst there can be some attraction, for example, an older man who has wealth and success and the trappings of wealth and success and power, that can be really attracted to a younger woman, or sometimes older women who might have wealth and success and might be really interested in finding a young lover, then that might actually work temporarily. Over a long period of time, it doesn't work out so great. So it's best to avoid age gap relationships if you want your relationship to be successful. So I hope this has helped. If you have an issue with your relationship, please give me a call on 0432 681 321. There's a booking link in the description, and I look forward to making more quality content for you shortly. Bye.